Welcome to CITAM Church Online. My name is Purity and I'm excited to host you in today's conversation. Today we'll just be exploring a question that has been on my mind. In the recent past, we have seen quite a number of people take away their lives. And by the way, it is not about gender, it's not about age anymore, it's not about geographical location anymore. We cannot associate suicide to any particular thing at the moment, because you discover even the elderly are people like that have lived for 50 plus 5 years have been taking away their lives, some of them with very sustained careers. And the question that begs to ask this moment for us, and that has been going on in my mind, is why would someone really take away their lives? There are very many things that are associated with suicide. Someone decides to take away their lives. A number of them, some psychological, some cultural, some spiritual. However, there is something that has been going on in my mind, and I was asking myself, why would someone really take away their lives? Now, one of the things that we need to remind ourselves is that the person that dies that does not really die when they physically die. What happens is that they have already died, if there is anything like that, in their minds, in their thought processes, before they actualize that. So every time you hear people say, this person killed themselves because they were in a very tough marriage, and people will talk about very many things. Others will say they were just told, they were given a very hard report about their family members. Like for teenagers, their parents are struggling, and someone just decides, a student like in the recent past, left a suicide note and said they took away their lives because the mother and father could not agree and they were at the verge of divorce. So they could not cope with life. So there are very many reasons or coping issues that, humanly speaking, we can table and say 1, 2, 3 is the reason why this person took away their lives. But in today's conversation, I wanted us to explore a very interesting perspective of why would someone really take away their lives. Now, the reason why people take away their lives is not the circumstances or the presenting issues really, but what happens is that the hope of this person has come to an end in life. Now, what is the meaning of hope? Hope is an expectation or a desire or a feeling of expectation or a desire for something to happen. That is what keeps the human being continuing to live and wanting to live the following day. Now, when somebody takes away their lives, yes, they are presenting issues, and those presenting issues are not unique to that person only. They are the same recurrent issues that happen to other human beings. So the separation of this one teenager that has a family that is separating, and this one teenager that has other teenager that has a family that is separating, maybe even a parent that is terminally ill, and they don't take away their lives, but this teenager one takes away their lives. What is the difference? Hope. Do they have anything to live for? Now, when the hope of any person dwindles or dies, the person dies. Some of them may not physically die, but they start slowly living a dead life. They have nothing to live for. And eventually what they're just waiting for is to die. So the real reason why someone would take away their lives is hopelessness. They have no desire for tomorrow. The challenges and circumstances, the physical, the external, internal presenting issues have taken away every bit of hope that they could hang on to until they get to the point of taking away their lives. So next time that you're asking yourself a question, why is there so much people or so many people taking away their lives? The answer is hopelessness. Hopelessness in life. Sometimes because the presenting issues are very persistent. Sometimes because they don't think that there is something to live for tomorrow. The pressure is too much, and they decide this is the end of the road, and I would want my life to come to an end. A human being that has a hope, has a reason, has an expectation, has a desire to see something happen tomorrow. It doesn't matter what kind of challenge that life presents. It doesn't matter what kind of thing that come their way. They will be raring to go. They will rise above the challenges and they will keep on moving. So at the end of the day, the question I would want to ask you, do you have hope for tomorrow? Do you have a reason to live for tomorrow? Maybe you're watching this video and you're saying, I am actually at a point in life where I do not have anything to live for. That is a lie from the enemy. It is not true. There is something to live for. There is a purpose that God has for you for tomorrow, for today, for the future. Do not take away your life. Thank you for watching this conversation. I look forward to just presenting to us in our next video, in our next conversation, how then can we address this issue, this disaster of hopelessness that has gripped this generation and is leading to many, whether young, whether old, whether male, whether female, to take away their lives. Join me in the next conversation, and we'll be looking at what does the scripture say about hope. The hope does not disappoint. You have been watching CITAM Church Online. Thank you for staying on with me. My name is Purity. You can engage with us on our social media platforms on Facebook, Twitter, IG, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are very glad to engage with you. We value you. We are very excited that you're part of the CITAM Church Online family. God bless you.